Hello and welcome back. Well, it is here. You can see from the screen there our Family Favourites event is about to kick off live here at 6 o'clock, which coincides with our one-day special. Runs right the way through to Monday at 6 p.m. in the evening. You need to watch for every single show because every single one of those Family Favourites shows you are going to be able to get involved and perhaps win a giveaway. And if that's not good enough, we've got 5 giveaways in every single of our one-day special shows. 25 giveaways over a whole 24 hours. So I think it's time that we got things started with our Family Favourites. Right. I'm just looking through all those pictures of those faces, trying to work out who everybody is.
And it's good fun, isn't it?
I don't think you're in there.
No, it's probably a good move, to be fair. So I'm a bit of a caricature as it is, Hayley. Nice to see you.
And you too. It's been a long time since we've Oh, there we go.
How are you?
Long time since we worked together.
Yes, very much so.
And I'm very well, thank you very much. How about you?
Yeah, good, busy. Yeah. Making, crafting, and
what I want to know is
fabrics.
How is it that you've been with us? You feel like you've been with us since the beginning, but this is your first ever one-day special.
I think they've pinned me down. I think
locked you in a room.
Yeah, there was sort of. we're always so busy at the Millshop, as you know. So we're doing various things. We've done the NEC as well this year, and doing various bits and pieces with yourselves, with Tilly Rose, and all sorts. So. Finally, they've pinned me down to a date and they said, let's Family Favourites, let's do it.
Well, there you go, and kicking the event off. Now, we've been talking about different giveaways. We'll be chatting about yours in a few moments, but it's 6 o'clock. We need to get started with that one-day special. What have you bought for us?
So we've got some new fabrics.
Oh, okay.
Some favourites, but we've got some great new fabrics here. So, as you know, we do all cottons. So these are all cottons. So it's all natural product, whether it's a linen, a cotton, or a silk sometimes as well, or wool. So we've got the new range here.
Oh, I
so
love this.
We were just laughing about the name. It's Flower Power.
Fabulous, love it.
Yeah, so it's a pick and mix on the half-metre pieces. They're all 54-inch width for a full width of fabric. So you're getting a lot for your money, but it's just fun, isn't it?
Isn't it brilliant? I love that.
Isn't it great?
Now, the details on the screen there, yes, that is the right price. £15 for 3.5-metre pieces. And we can go for 3 repeats of the same piece,
You can as well, and we'll keep it in a continuous length.
That's good to know.
There's nothing worse, is it? And you're a fabric lover, so if you get an order and you've got 3 pieces and you think, I can't do anything with it.
This is it. Well, you can do things with it. It's just a case that sometimes you want that larger piece, don't you, to get your teeth stuck into. Now, this is the first of our options, Flower Power. £15 saving with your one-day special. And I have to say, when I saw this at the beginning, it's not what I would think of as being 100% cotton.
No, well, I was saying to you, wasn't I, Hayley, that it's got that chintz feel to it. So that traditional chintz cotton, it's got that feel, because we love that we used 100% cottons, but it is that different feel to it. So you will feel when you buy it, but it's still got that feel to it.
It's got really good quality.
So, a nice thickness as
well. It is, and it's a beautiful, it's what I call a happy fabric, that one. It's going to bring a smile to anybody's face. So that's the first of our options. Now, I think, we've got 12 options in total. My goodness, we better get scoot on. Now, this one would work well with that one because you're kind of picking out that lime.
It's what I like to call the Sweetie Shop range, these ones. So you've got the lime there. Okay, so this range of colours really does bring out that flower power, so we can mix them up.
Well, in fact, if we bring in the third and the fourth colour, in fact, that pink would work with those as well. They all go with that.
They all go, don't they?
Beautiful. Like that.
They're nice, aren't they? And I think that's where the inspiration comes, that you can really bring. This was the fabric that we brought in, and we thought, right, let's mix and match these colours in there.
Works really well.
For me, it's bunting.
Oh gosh, yes,
I think we're going to do some bunting tomorrow, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going to do some bunting with these colours. But you've got the lime.
Nice, like that one.
You've got the bubblegum.
Fabulous.
You've got the lemon sherbet.
Oh, nice.
You've got the bonbon.
Fabulous.
I'll say that carefully. And then the Parma Violet.
That's nice. I like that one as well.
Parma Violet. Do you know what? That's my daughter loves that colour. That's her favourite colour. Obviously, I think there's a sweet in that colour as well.
There is as well. Yeah.
And
a gin, funnily enough.
She loves those sweets. I'm not a massive fan because I find the fragrance of them.
They are quite flowery.
She absolutely loves them. For our little Lily the crafter, she absolutely adores that one. So.
And Lily's bound to be watching, Dad, so
hiya,
Lily, how you doing? Good to have you watching. Now, those last two work brilliantly with the next ones that we're going on to as well. Yeah. And these, I love these. I've seen these before. And
yes, we thought we had to throw these
in.
They're so much fun. So it's the birdhouse in the lilac, And like you said, Hayley, it really does bring in that Parma violet there and the bonbon as well.
And also the kind of the green would work with that. Although it's a little brighter, it does still work with it.
It does tone in, doesn't it? But the reason why I love these fabrics and wanted to use these and show these in some of the demos is that they've got so much detail that we can use. You know, everybody knows me that I love something a bit different, and that education of it's fabric. Don't worry about using it, just have a go with it. Have some fun.
And if you've tuned in to see what our one day special is and you're thinking, oh, it's not for me, I'm not a sewer. Joe, you come up with some fabulous demonstrations with not a stitch inside.
Not a stitch,
I mean, I don't mean not a stitch. I mean not a stitch inside. Birdhouses, of course, we've got 2 different colour tones with these.
So that's the lilac, and then that's the red that I think really does bring in the blue.
Doesn't it? Yes.
You know, the bubble gum in there.
They work well together.
So again, they work so well. Whether we're going to make some cushions and back them, they would work really well.
Nice idea.
Really good weight for aprons.
Yes.
Really good weight for, like I say, cushions, for upholstery as well, but also mixed media. And don't be scared. Although it's a heavier weight cotton, have a little go.
And I love the idea of these birdhouses being appliqued onto tote bags and cushions and things like that. I think you've got a lot of scope with those.
Definitely, yeah.
So there you go, those are your birdhouses. 2 different colour options with those. Aye, we're on the move. Now this is nice.
Yeah, this is my favourite.
Squares.
So the nautical squares. I'm a sucker, as people know, that I look at a fabric and think, what value if I'm going to get money-wise out of it, how many projects I can make. And just looking at that, we're going to make some little projects out of this in demo. I love it, absolutely love the nautical squares. I think it's a lovely weight of fabric as well. But it's just simple, but works really well.
Yeah, and of course it's perfect to do recycling, maybe introducing a bit of denim with this as well, that would work really well. But really nice fabric, do like that one. And then I have to say, I love spots and dots, and these are brilliant because we've got 2 or 3 versions.
Yeah, they're lovely, aren't they? Again, that one really just give you those options if you want to mix them in together. So you've got the picnic spot, so we could mix those in your pick and mix. Really lovely weight. Again, all 54-inch width. So they're all a 54-inch width. So you're getting a lot.
You're getting a lot. And again, if you've just joined us, Joe said that if you do go for 3 repeats of the same fabric, you will get that as a continual run. So in those circumstances, you'll get 1.5 meters for less than £15, which is phenomenal value for money. Red and blue is that one that we're looking at there, but now we're looking at pink and taupe.
Yeah, I love this one. I love that colour. And again, that really brings in, just to give you an idea, and I'm a sucker for matching my fabrics in, but it really brings in then the birdhouse as well. So if you wanted to match your interiors and do different cushions and different things with it,
and really the solid pink as well. And in fact, that violet, that lilac would work really, really well with these as well.
We're having too much fun, aren't we?
We are, yeah. I love it. But we've got one final option, and again, I like this one. It's got a bit of a retro look to it, I think, with these colours.
Yeah, it's a little bit muted, but again, I think it's a little bit softer, and it goes with a lot. If you've got that interior that you don't want too much colour, but just want to add a little splash, I think the red brings out the green really nicely as well. And it's unusual because a lot of people say, and you'll probably hear this, that red and pink is a no-no.
Yes, but they do work.
But it does really work because I think the natural tones
kind of tone down, isn't it? Yeah. And I like the space that you've got between the circles as well, because having that kind of ivory backdrop or that cream backdrop to it means it's enough separation for them to work.
Very much like that. But also we've got how many elements we could do with these little projects.
And it makes it easy for you to bring in a plain as well, because we've got some fabulous calico you might want to add in. So there you go. Those are all your different options with your one day special. Details are on your screen there, as you can see. So 406536. Absolutely amazing, as you can see there. Lots and lots of different fabrics to choose from. And it's a half price deal. If you want to go for multiples, then please do. And if you've got any questions that you want to ask, then you can get in touch as well. But we're going to look at some panels next. And I love these because these look like they're vintage panels, but they look like they're so aged. And our viewers are loving these, as they always do. I mean, these are fabulous.
We thought, you know, it's a one-day special, so we can't just have one special deal. We wanted to bring something really spectacular.
We certainly have with that.
These vintage linens are absolutely beautiful.
Wonderful.
I mean, I'm a sucker for these. I've got these in my home. I make all sorts
with them.
Brilliant. So we've got the whiskey one here.
Now this is fabulous. When you see the size of the fabric panels you are getting, because you haven't scrimped on these, and you've cut them according to the panels that you've got.
Yeah. So obviously we've produced them on a roll. It's 100% linen and it's a printed linen there. So each element you will get 4 panels of the design. So the whiskey is one design, so you get 4 of the whiskey there. So whether you're going to do some cushions, some bags, you know, there's enough to make an apron panel there as well. You know, I use them a lot for pin boards.
Nice,
you know, for making little pictures as well, because I always think fabric is an image, it's a picture, so we can make a picture out of that.
Isn't that brilliant?
That's a beautiful piece.
Love that. Plenty of space between those as well. So if you do want to sew them into your project, you've got more than enough seam allowance. And of course, if you're trimming any elements off, then you're going to be able to use those in with your projects as well. £9.99, that's what you're paying for that. Isn't that amazing? But that's just one option. We've got more for you to consider, and I know you'll be adding more in. So when you start looking at the others, there's no additional post and packing. So the next one that we've got, this is coffee and cocoa.
It's lovely, isn't it? This is my favourite out of all of them. I just love the slogans. Again, you get the 4 panels in there. So they're slightly different size. They're all a full width, so they're all around 54-inch width. But I believe this one's about 70 to 80 centimetres.
Okay, because of the way that those
because
panels
they're
come.
more of a rectangle panel there. So if you're doing those slightly oblong cushions...
I think this would work really well as those, yeah.
So you can back them.
Yes.
So that's the beauty. That's why we've kept it as a panel for you and not cut them up and giving you those options of what you can do with it, because... to be honest, I'd just stick it on the wall. Well,
the thing is, you see, you say about backing them. Yeah. I'm more frugal than that. I'd be bringing in some of my McLean fabric and making 4 cushion covers out of those.
I just love this. Don't be misled. Shrink camp. It's just the best.
And I mean, these are iconic images, aren't they?
They really are.
So there you go. If you wanted that one, that's your coffee and cocoa. And then finally, you've got Wish You Were Here, and I think this is brilliant.
Yeah, I think this will be popular.
This, I do like this one because you've got your photos
I've done some bits and pieces with Tilly in the past, and she absolutely adores this fabric.
It's just brilliant.
Because, like you were saying, Hayley, you've got extra linen here you can use in your projects, but you've got that lovely beach scene with the postcard. So whether or not we're going to back our cushions, whether we're going to use different images there for different... We can add bits, you know.
You can,
applique on
quite
here,
easily,
we're going to turn this into a really unique, but a gift as well, I think.
That's it, yeah. And I think the image there you got with the photographs,
it's
there's
great,
enough space there that if you wanted your free motion, you could kind of free motion a quirky little comment on there, couldn't you, if you wanted to?
I think that would look lovely, wouldn't it, across? It really would. I'm loving the outfits. I think they're superb, aren't they?
Love it, very glamorous. There you go. So there you go. Those are your 3 options with regards to your panels. They're vintage in style, so as you can see there, the details on your screen, they're just £9.99, whichever of those you go for, and you are saving £14, and they are flying out. Oh, we're not doing very good with this display. We better leave this to Shana off there. 128 109 if you want to get hold of those. But we're going to have a little bit of a chat about essentials, and I am such a huge advocate for your interfacing.
Thank you, yeah, we were just chatting about it.
Yeah, and I will show you, because I'll actually bring in the project that I'm working on at the moment to show. Now, what have we got here?
So these are our essentials. I mean, a lot of people know us obviously for our fuser web, our calicos and things like that. Again, being our first ever one-day special, we've got to do a little treat. So we've done a bit of a special price on these for you as well. So it is a pick and mix option, and you are saving £3 for buying any 2.
Nice.
Whether or not it's 2 of the same product, it's fine. But we've bought our lovely calico.
This is beautiful, and this works so well alongside anything else.
It does, like you were saying, that element of backing as well. It is 100% cotton. It's a 56-inch width, so it's a full width there, a metre piece.
Beautiful.
This is your favourite, I think, this one,
yeah, and I'm going to bring my little sewing kit up.
I love this. This is great.
I will admit, it did once have chicken and fried rice in there at one point. But this is
recycling.
Yeah. So this is what I'm actually working on. It's one of Daisy and Grace's little templates, and it's quilt as you go. And in here, you will see, if I go down to the bottom here, there is my interfacing ready to be stitched into my pieces there. So that's what I've been using. It's beautiful to work with. Because it doesn't add too much bulk.
It doesn't, and I think that's the key. And when we were chatting about, because we do the pre-shrunk, so you've got the pre-shrunk option and the deluxe option, all 100% cotton, but the pre-shrunk is quite bulky.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, personally, with the pre-shrunk, I'll use it to really bulk something out. Yes. You know, whereas the deluxe, you can use it for your
some people do like that kind of pin to the bed feel, don't they, with a quilt that you can't move.
My nan used to tuck me in like that.
You can't move, can you?
Yeah, I was like, thanks, Nan. Night. I can't breathe. Probably then my favourite is the bonded interlining.
Okay, now I've not worked with this though. What's
we'll give you some of this.
Okay.
We'll give you some at the end, because you will like this.
That's a big enough plug, wasn't it?
So it is an interlining.
Okay.
So traditionally, as you know, you've got your fabric, you have an interlining and a lining. So you've got 3 layers. So it is quite tricky when you're starting off in sewing, holding those 3 layers together and moving them in your machine. So this will get rid of a layer because it's an interlining and a lining together.
Oh,
you can see you've got the fluffy side.
Right,
which is
yeah,
the internal side, which you would then put your fabric on.
Okay, so you're only working with 2 layers.
So you're only working with 2 layers, and then you've got a finished lining side.
That is so soft.
But it also is really, really good for if you're lining a bag to give it some strength.
Nice idea, yes, yeah.
I know Lily was at one of our classes the other day, and she made her bag and she used this, and she was like,
fabulous. Lily, we need to see pictures.
Yeah, we do.
Emailing your pictures, Lily, studio@achanda.com. I would explain how to do it, but you've probably got more of an idea than I have. How old is she?
She's 10.
There you go.
Yeah.
She's definitely going to have more of an idea than me. Lovely.
But it's a great project. I know my mum, bless her, she uses this a lot in her projects because she does a lot of mixed media, and she finds it really, really works well when you're just trying to back something as well. Give it a bit of weight.
Nice idea. Like that. There you go. So if you fancy that, that's one of those options. And then finally, we've got your wadding.
Yeah,
and this is brilliant because this is kind of your nylon version. Not everybody gets on with cotton wadding.
No, not at all. So whether you wanted to use it as the same as your deluxe, but I use it a lot as well for like upholstery.
Yes, good idea.
So it's good for that. So if you've got that chair that's just sunk a little bit, we can pad it up with that. But like you said, some people don't get on with the cotton. They like that synthetic.
And if you like that lofty feel as well, you get that again without the bulk. So again, a nice squidgy quilt perhaps you're going to be able to create with these. Love the fact that you've put all of these on a pick and mix.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, there's more. We've not
stopped. There's more.
Oh, we've got these as well, of course.
There's a Mr. Fuserweb. I know Yanis's fault for that name, but yes, the Fuserweb is here, and it is on the pick and mix. We couldn't have a pick and mix without the Fuserweb. Obviously, we're going to show some in demo using this. It is such an essential to have.
It is, yeah. And we regularly see these on shows where people are using it for applique and all sorts.
It's great. It really, really is. It's so strong. I will, in tonight's demo at 8 o'clock, I believe. I'm going to use it to make a pelmet as well. So it shows you the strength of it.
Nice.
But it's such a good, because you've got 2 metres on there as well.
That's a good length piece
really
there, isn't it? Yeah, lovely.
Then we've got the table protector.
And this is brilliant.
Yeah, this is good. I think because it's non-slip, it's great because it does help when we're cutting.
Yes.
So we can cut little bits out, make some coasters. We can make a mouse mat out of it, maybe.
That's a good idea,
So we might do that tomorrow in one of our shows as well. And it's just because that element, if you wanted to make your own little ironing mat as well, so on your workstation to travel around, it's a great product.
And what size piece have we got here?
So they're a 54-inch width and a ½ metre piece.
There you go, plenty you can be doing with that. Could you use that for placemats and things like that?
Yes, it's perfect for that.
Like that. There you go. So if you fancy that.
The beauty is when it's down on that side.
Oh, it's not moving anywhere. Good tip, like that. There you go. We're not done yet. Still
going.
I think you've been a bit lazy with these items.
I know.
Everything that you've got.
I've got a dry mouth talking about all these products. I'm sorry.
Now we've got cushion pads, and again, I've used these cushion pads. You do different sizes for us.
We do, yeah. But in the pick and mix, we thought the 16 inch is a good size.
Yes.
The beauty I find about these polyester pads, you do see a lot on the market, but they are nice and plump. They are nice and full. Whether or not you're going to use them for your cushions or you're going to use them for anything else, they're just a really nice weight. And they're great in the pick and mix.
Wonderful.
Really
and then the final thing, and I know we're taking our time going through these, but you do need to know all these fabulous bargains. What have we got here?
Wadding.
Hey,
so
look at
you'll
this.
probably see on the screen that the wadding option there is in a plastic bag, and we couldn't have that.
Okay.
So I've taken it out of the plastic bag, and if you do order your 250 grams of wadding, we'll stick it in a tote bag for you.
That's brilliant.
Okay, so
I like
you can
that idea.
see that, but there's so much in there.
It's going to end up going everywhere, isn't it?
But I love this.
And once you get the air into that, you'll find that you'll probably be able to use it for twice the volume that's actually in there at least.
There's a lot of goodies in
there. Yeah. That's going to be an interesting one going through your letterbox, isn't it? Details on your screen, whichever those pick and mixes you choose, you go for. And I know you'll go for multiples. Then 617182. On the website, you'll find them all there with your imagery. But of course, if you need to kind of find any more of those details out, get in touch with us. We'll get the message sent through to the studio, and we will reiterate what you're getting in each one of those pieces, as you can see there. But then we're going to be working with key fobs in this now as a demonstration.
A new little kit.
Okay.
I love this. I love seeing something different, something that gives you an idea and inspiration to make things.
Okay.
And so this is a lovely little key fob kit that we've put together. There's 3 options. So we've got a chrome option.
Oh, they're nice, aren't they? Look at them.
We've got the antique option.
Wonderful.
And we've got the gunmetal.
Very nice.
Okay. And with your kit, you also get 4 very, very strong little magnets. These magnets are great. So we're going to use them in demo.
Little packets.
They are, yeah. So we can sew them.
Oh, I see.
Inside.
So there's no like kind of 2-part claws or anything like that with
that's ready
these?
to go. So for example,
Oh my goodness, look at that.
Okay, how strong they are. They're really, really strong. We will use them in demo. We've also given you a fat quarter of fuser web with instructions.
Okay.
And whichever option you use as well, it goes in a lovely little tote bag.
Brilliant.
Ready to go.
Love that.
Okay.
I need these from a stamp platform as well. I mean, they'd be brilliant, wouldn't they, already in those little packs?
They're great, aren't they?
So whichever of these options you go for, you're going to get 4 of your little key fobs. You're also going to get 4 of your magnets, and of course, you're going to get that fabulous tote bag with your fat quarter, is it? Yeah, if you use a web.
Yep.
All included, $11.99, 149177. And then the last item to share with you is a project kit. Now, this looks interesting.
Yeah, I'm a great believer that just to have a little bit of a try with something, and it's good because sometimes we don't want masses.
Yeah.
Okay, obviously we've done a great price on our essentials today, but I find these are the things that I use day in, day out with Lily.
Yes.
At the Millshop with my mum,
Yeah.
everybody that I do crafts with, and that inspiration, I use every element here. So
Okay.
I put them together in a little sort of almost fat quarter bundle.
Yeah.
So you've got a bit of wadding, bit of calico,
Whoops,
nearly.
You nearly lost your
Fuser
fuser web.
Hessian, and we'll pop it all in a little
Another
tote
bag
bag
again.
for you as well. So
Brilliant.
you've got your little essentials there to have a little go.
Yeah.
You know, have a bit of fun with it and
Really good
experiment.
value. Now, price on your screen there is $12.99, but Freedom members less than a tenner, which is amazing because you could be spending at least £3 on a tote
Yeah,
bag.
you could
couldn't
indeed.
You?
Yeah,
so
very much so.
That is really good value. £9.74. The good news is it's not limited to 1 per customer. So if you fancy stocking up on these, then you'll need that item number 145941. So there's lots more to consider on the website. We'll tell you about some of the materials and some of the tools that Jo will be working with as the hour progresses. But of course, it is our family favourite. So in true tradition, we've got photos to share with you. Who are we looking at here?
Yeah, that is Lily.
Is that Lily?
Yeah,
Ah.
bless her. So that's that's Lily there. So that's quite an old picture actually. She looks.
Oh, bless her.
Looks
Oh,
a
she
little
won't
bit
thank you
older
for
now.
that.
She's had her ears pierced this week.
Has she?
Yeah, so she's
Oh,
very
growing
excited.
Up fast, growing up fast.
Very excited.
And of course, it's not just the fabrics you bring to us. We've got some fabulous tools. The scissors are incredible. You just saw a little snapshot of them there, but we'll be telling you all about those. And that's a casual pose.
I look very casual there, don't I?
I love that.
I think I need to emulate that shortly.
Love it. I love it. Now, of course, we were talking about giveaways, and in this hour, we've got 5 of them.
Look
at that. I can't talk to you while you're standing like that. Now, what are these?
So the purple buckets. A lot of people know us now for the big purple bucket giveaway that we do on every show that we do. Being the one day special, we thought, I want to share a bit more love of fabric for everybody. So we're doing 5 giveaways every hour that we're on the one day special.
25 over the whole day. Wow.
So all you need to do is purchase something within the first 50 minutes.
Okay.
And then we'll give one of these away to 5 lucky purchasers.
And I will let you know when we are closing those orders. So if you've placed an order already, brilliant, you're going to be in that draw. If you've not, then do make sure you do it before 10 to the hour.
Should we have a little look?
Come see what we've got in here. So you're going to get your tote bag with all your goodies.
You're not going to get my purple bucket, though, I'm afraid.
Oh, I see.
So, go on, you're waiting for a rummage, aren't you?
Look at all this. What we've got in here then? Oh, we've got tweed in here. We've got.
So everyone will be slightly different, but there will be a variety of everything in there. So a really good showcase of all sorts of good. Oh, there's a bit of leather in there.
Different weights in here as well. Oh my goodness.
100% leather.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, that's nice. That's fun.
Oh my goodness.
There we go.
Oh, look at those cars.
Love that. They're bonded interlining.
Hey, there you go. Good piece to try with this particular book. Now, of course, as we said, your bucket may vary. So if you are winning, you might find some of those items being slightly different. Gosh, they're not little pieces.
No, I
did
feel them nice.
Wow.
Some great pieces there. So
oh my goodness, that's a huge piece of fabric there. Wow. That is brilliant. So yeah, all you need to do is place your order, and we'll be telling you all those names a little bit later on in the show. Are we putting a value on these?
Well, we did say about £25.
There's more than £25 worth than that.
That's a sort of 25 Millshop pounds.
I love it. There you go. So yeah, we've got all the buckets are all there, all 4 of them, waiting for their new owner. So I'm going to pop this one over there.
You're going to have a rummage at all of those, aren't you?
Yeah, they might be a bit lighter by the time I go. It's time we got into a demo though.
Yes,
so
definitely.
what are we up
Let's
to?
make something. So like I was saying, the key fobs, I love them. So the idea with this key fobs is that we need somewhere to put our keys.
Yes.
Because I'm terrible with keys. Absolutely leave them everywhere. I think every day there's a key somewhere, whether it's for work, for home. Obviously, I coach football at the weekend. There's a key for football. Where have I put this key?
You just put them down, don't we, and
So we
forget.
have all these keys everywhere. So I thought, right, okay, came up with this little concept I've got a little bit of wood.
Okay.
Okay. I'm using the little pack here, so the mini pack.
Oh, the project pack.
Yeah, little project pack. So a bit of hessian, we've got a bit of calico, we've got some fuser web, some instructions there. So I'm going to make myself a little place to put all my keys.
Okay, and no sewing involved.
No sewing involved at all.
Lovely.
So the first thing I'm going to do is our lovely magnets that are in the kit.
Now you're getting 4 of these.
So you get 4 in your kit. Okay. I'm going to get my stapler.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to position them on the wood where I'd like to. This is my lovely prim mat. I love this prim mat because
is good.
it is heat proof.
Oh, right.
Okay, so it is a heat proof mat.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
It's a good size.
It's got all your pockets for all your goodies.
Oh, wow, look at these.
Your pin cushion for your scraps there as well, so you can
That's
Velcro
clever.
off. And it's also got, because I know my scissors are always in my pouch, but we've also got somewhere for your scissors as well.
That is brilliant. Okay. Now, the details are on your screen, as you can see there. You are going to get your 8-inch scissors with these as well. £10 savings, £39.99 if you want in that. That is good, I like that.
I'm just making sure that I've got the magnets the right way around.
Oh, that's a good point.
So when we're doing it, just make sure, get something metal to see, because it won't obviously on one side.
Okay.
So it's the silver side out. I'm just going to mark where I want them on my board, okay? So central. This is why I like this mat. So it gives us a rough idea of measurements without getting too serious, and because I love to have a bit of fun, and I don't do anything too serious, and have a bit of free play with it as well. So we've got an extra one there. So we're going to put our little magnets, position them right. I'm going to bring them down a little bit. Okay. Like so. We get a staple gun.
Okay.
We could glue them, but we'd have to wait a little bit. So I actually love the stapler because you've got the extra plastic around the outside. Okay. So I'm just going to position these.
Now, if we wanted to use these, say, in bag making, can we stitch them in place with through that kind of plastic?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I might try and do that in a demo tomorrow,
Okay.
where you can use that element as well, because you can stitch. There's plenty there.
Lovely.
Even on a normal foot as well. You wouldn't have to change your foot.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I love that noise.
It's very satisfying.
It is, isn't it? So we're literally going to pop our, so just rush them roughly where I want them, ready to go.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of hessian. Okay. There we go. Just roughly have a look at our size. Okay, so we're going to snip that off there, down that line. It's perfect.
Lovely.
It's about using those different elements as well, and using those essentials in a different project. And I love mixing different mediums together, but having a little bit of fun with it is the key. So we'll get rid of that.
Okay.
This is where I get my iron. A
Okay.
lovely little iron, just because we've got a few creases
are brilliant. Now, I think we have got these on the show for you as well. And am I right in thinking if we order anything with the prim name? Couldn't stretch to that.
We've got no power, Hayley.
That's switched on round the corner.
Oh, I don't know.
Charlotte, can you check we're plugged in?
Somebody needs to put the 50p in the meter.
That's it, yeah, and if we've got any change. Now, if you order any prim item during the hour, you will get your product with a tote bag. Now, it's the overall order. It isn't like if you order 6 items, you get 6 tote bags.
No, every item. So if it's a separate item, we put it in a bag for you.
There you go.
Because we are that kind.
Okay, fair enough.
And then you can do all your shopping, you see.
So, yeah, give Max Christmas presents.
So I've actually got the picnic spot that I really like.
Now this is one of your one-day special fabrics.
It is one of the one-day specials. So I'm going to crimp a little piece out that I'm going to use.
Okay.
Just using my little crimping scissors.
And again, we've got these available for you. Keep them for your fabrics. Don't use them for your paper craft. And yeah, make sure everybody in the house knows that they are your fabric scissors.
We're actually producing our own crimping scissors.
Oh, are you?
Because you know we're known for our scissors.
Yes.
But we're actually, because of that, we've actually come up with, and they are beautiful.
Oh,
so this is my sample pair. So they watch this space, Hayley, because they will be coming.
Oh, I see. Right.
They will be coming soon.
Okay,
so
they sound good.
Sneaky peek there. So. Okay, so we're just going to pop that through there. I love that little design.
Nice.
Okay, I'm just going to see that's about right.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to get my fuser web.
Now, we have had a question from Sue asking about the fuser web.
Yeah.
And wanting to know, is it like bondsman or more like heat and bonds?
It's a bit like bonder web, I would say.
Okay.
So your traditional bonder web. But it is so much stronger.
Okay.
Because you will find, I will cut a piece here and we'll show you that a lot of the other lighter weight ones, sometimes you can peel it off, and it's good for applique.
Okay.
Because it is a little bit stronger, but it also for bonding elements. So if we're bonding onto cardboard, to wood, and all those different things, it works just the same.
Perfect.
And this will show you, because hessian obviously is rough.
Yes.
So traditionally, say a bonded web wouldn't always bond to it.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Okay, so I'm literally just going to snip a little bit of the fuse web now.
She's also asking about the bonded interlining. I'm going to grab that actually because I think it's easier if I bring it in and show it to you. Just asking if it's more like an interfacing or more like a kind of like what was the other phrase that she used? Nodal backlining. I don't know.
I've never heard of that one. No.
I've not heard of it.
I use it for bags.
Yeah, it is used for bags. You've got a smooth side to it, so that's almost. It's like your calico that you bring to us, the soft calico, because you do the 2 different weights of this. And this is what I use on the back of my quilt. So it's that kind of quality, really soft, easy to work with. And then you have got almost like your interlining that Joe brings to us, adhered to it. So I'm not too sure of what you're referring to when we're doing a comparison, but it isn't just like a lining, it's like the lining and some.
It is, yeah, but it gives that bit of stiffness that you need when you're making a bag, or even the liner or the bottom of a bag that you want in that shape. Yeah. So all I'm doing with my lovely little prim iron is using my fuse web onto my fabric, just make sure that it is stuck. You will start to see the Gore-Tex, almost like a glue, come through a little bit, so you know it's stuck.
And no steam when you're doing this, you need a dry iron.
So it is a dry iron, there is instructions with it. What I find is just have a little play and you will see there, it's difficult to show on the screen, but you
kind of hear that noise as well, and you know that it's adhered.
You can see there, it's not quite gone there.
Kind of goes a bit wispy if it's not
no
adhered.
right or wrong way with it, and I think that's the key with it, but it is so good. Somebody asked me the other day how much fuse web you've used in your lifetime. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't know.
But it makes life so much easier, especially if you're not into your sewing or you don't want your stitches to be seen, because sometimes it can help with that.
Yeah, massively. Yeah. So I'm going to show you how good it is at bonding. So obviously Hessian is really, really rough, really coarse. Okay, so it is tricky to bond. So straight away you will see the heat coming through, and it will be taken to that Hessian straight away.
Wonderful. Now, if you are using it in a project that you're wanting to wash, is it best to actually stitch the fabric in place afterwards?
Yeah, I would, just in case.
Okay.
I've had a few elements and I experiment all the time with it just to see, and some of it times it works fine, depending on your different heats on your washing machines. I think because washing machines are so different.
I think it can depend on your detergent as well, because of course there's so many different brands and the way that they're manufactured that, it can vary.
Okay, so you can see straight away it's starting to bond on there. Okay, I'll get a bit more heat on that.
And it's not stuck to your mat.
It's not stuck to the mat, so it'll only bond to that
So it hasn't gone through the holes in the Hessian.
So I'm just going to turn the heat up a little bit.
Lovely.
So it's on there.
And again, keep it moving so you don't scorch any of your fabrics.
But the beauty is, I mean, I use these lovely mats because they are great so you don't burn your table, okay? But this is heat proof. It's a great size to just put on your dining room table, your kitchen table. Obviously my house is my poor wife puts up with my mess.
But it's nice if you've not got a dedicated sewing room, isn't it?
It is,
because it's easy to pick,
we're not
to pick
all fortunate to have that, and it's. But then I like to do my crafts with my daughter, so we like to, on the dining room table, we like to have a little play with it as well.
Now, if you are going for the mat to sit your iron on, it does come as a set where you have got, whoops-a-daisy, your little finger guards, which are perfect if you want to keep your fingers protected because you're doing some fine detail work and your fingers are going close to your iron. You're also getting your calico sheet, and this is brilliant for you to actually put on top of your fabric to avoid any scorching when you're pressing it out. So all of those elements coming to you with the details on the screen. And of course, because it's family favourites, you'll get it all in a tote bag.
Yeah, definitely. So all I've done there, just to show you, I've used my fuse web to stick my fabric onto my Hessian. Okay, I'm then going to turn my board over. Okay, going to position it in the centre, just making sure that my dots are nice and central. Yeah, there we go, to give you that idea. And we're going to get my staple gun and literally just staple it onto our board, nice and simple. Okay, we're going to spin it round. We'll do exactly the same there. This is where we can pull it a little bit tighter to make sure that it's on there and it's nice and smooth. Okay.
And we've had a lovely email in from Joy. Joy, thank you. She's reiterating the quality of your fuse web. She's actually used it to adhere fabric to MDF. She's been making some baubles
I've done that before, and it's really good. You know, and like I say, fabric is a picture.
Well, this is it. And also, if you're wanting to actually put fabric onto MDF and you're wanting to use a glue, which we tend to use when we're putting paper onto MDF, of course, that can come through your fabric and mark your fabric.
So it gives you that finish. It gives you. We'll try and get a bit in a short while. We'll do a bit because it doesn't get that wetness come through.
Yes,
It also you don't get the creases either.
Yeah,
so
that's
it
true,
is
yeah.
instant. So all I've done, I've just snipped that hessian off at the ends. I'm going to do it like a little parcel.
Lovely.
I'm going to fold it all in, and we're going to pull that over. Okay. It gives you that concept. I think there's no, again with craft, there's no right or wrong way of doing it. Have fun with it. Experiment. Okay. And that's why this Essentials little mini pack that we've done is good. So we're going to staple that in there. Staple that in there, so we can start to see. Okay, we've got a little concept there. We've got our calico that also is in the little mini pack.
It is indeed.
So we're going to cut some of that off.
Really useful little bundle, that one, to be honest.
It is, isn't it? And I think that's the key.
Brilliant price.
We can just snip that there. Okay.
Now this is a monster pair of scissors that you've got here. How big are these scissors?
These are the 12-inch.
Okay.
So obviously, I wouldn't recommend them for your everyday craft, but because I'm so used to them and they are my babies almost. You know, this is my original pair from when we originally designed the scissors, and it's still as sharp as the day that I first used them.
I do love that sound of a good pair of scissors cutting fabrics.
So all I'm going to do is use my calico just to finish off the backing. Obviously, if we've got little hooks, we can hook them on there. We could use a little bit of ribbon just to put it on the wall. But it's just to give you that concept of what we're doing. Okay. So instantly, straight away there, we've got our little hooks.
That's fabulous.
Without the hooks for our keys. So I'm going to get my keys from home because I have got them, which my wife will be pleased when I'm back late. And you can see straight away.
Look at that.
There we go.
Isn't that brilliant?
So you've got instantly.
That is a really good idea.
So there's the keys there. There's 4 people in my house.
Well, there you go, you've got a spot each.
So although we don't give Lily a key yet. But it's so simple. It really is. That's quite weighty as well.
It's a big chunky key ring that you've got on there.
Big chunky key ring on there. Obviously, it is so good because you're never going to lose your key. There it is.
Isn't that brilliant? Now, of course, that kit that we've been chatting about, you get your magnets in there, but you're also getting those other little elements.
Yeah, we'll give a little demo. We'll show you the little fob bit as well. So you want to see that one, don't you? So.
Now, the website's the place to go. The fabric that Joe has been working with, of course, is part of our one-day special selection. I'm going to go through those different fabrics very speedily because I want to see another demonstration from Joe. You've got 12 different options with regard to your one-day special, but we've got lots of other deals for you as well. All the items that we're looking at here, they are available individually, but of course they are available on our pick and mix as well, so it's worth checking those out. But individually, fabulous prices, brilliant prices with the pick and mix, and we've got some wonderful panels as well. And that interlining, as you can see, that's the bondage one. That's the one where you kind of can iron it in place. 5-star reviews. In fact, look at all those 5-star reviews. Check them out. Now, one-day special. It's a deal that we launch at 6 o'clock every single evening, and it runs for a period of 24 hours. And of course, we're in the midst, or we've just started our Family Favourites event, and of course, Millshop Online is way up there with our family. So, if you're placing an order in this hour, and you've got probably about, 20 minutes or so to get your order through, you could be in the running to win one of Joe's purple buckets with fabulous fabrics in there. Whole selection, no two ones are the same, and I'm just going to grab hold of the interlining because that's not part of that. I need that back on the counter. But yes, you could find that one of those buckets has your name on. Now, you're not going to win the bucket itself, but all those goodies will be sent in one of Joe's tote bags to you. And it's worth at least £25. And the one that we delved into, definitely worth more than £25. But something else that is a brilliant deal is our half-price one-day special. Now, with your one-day special, you're going to choose any 3 of these fabulous fabrics. You could go for 3 repeats of the same one if you wanted to. And what Joe will do is make sure that you get a continual run. So you get 1.5 meters if you choose a multiple of 3. So increase that quantity to 3, you get 1.5 meters of one fabric. So what choices have we got? Well, you've got your flower power, and this is a brilliant one because you've got that beautiful turquoise background there, lovely bright background with those lovely happy flowers sitting on there. Love the way that you kind of got that, it's almost like a linen weave look with this, but it's not linen, it's 100% cotton, and a really good weight with that term. Next few that we've got for you are solid tones, which perfectly work alongside that one that we've just shown you with the beautiful green tone there. Now this one we're calling, and I've forgotten what we're calling this one, lime. That's very inventive, isn't it? Yes, I should have guessed that one. That one is lime. Next one we've got is bubblegum, which I love that. Again, that works really well, doesn't it, with that one? Then you've got your lemon sherbet, and those 3 together I think would work well. Maybe as bag linings, but to be honest, the quality that you've got, you could use that on the outside. Then we start looking at your pinks and your purple. So this one is your bonbon. May we? And then your next one is your purple, and this one's your Parma violet. Very pretty. Now, we've got a couple of prints to share with you, which are fabulous. Large pieces with your birdhouses on. So this one is your birdhouse lilac. Lots of panels there that you could be using in a variety of different ways. Might see those used over the next 24 hours. Next version that you've got with that one is your birdhouse red. Nice. And again, those solids that we just looked at do lend themselves really well to these. Next one that we've got is very much a kind of nautical feel. And you can see your nautical reds and blues featuring in there. I like that one. Nice, easy one to work with because you've got that grid work there. And then we get onto the dots. Now, of course, Joe's just been working with this particular fabric, and I think it works so well with those magnets. So there you go. That is the one that Joe's been working with. So this one, what are we calling this one? Polka dots. Picnic spots. Oh, I can see that with that, yeah. Picnic spots. And actually red and blue. Then the next one we've got is your picnic spot, but this one is your pink and taupe. And then the final one that you've got is your picnic spots, and this one is your red and green. Oh my goodness, tongue got tied a bit there. So there you go. Those are all your different options. Which ones are you going to go for? Details on your screen there, 406536. Very, very quickly, let me tell you about these panels. These are brilliant. We are incredibly busy for these. 3 different options, same item number. Now, the whiskey option is proven to be the most popular one. To be honest, the others aren't far behind, but they are all flying out. $9.99 is going to get you 1 piece of whichever you choose. Now, within these, I'll just show you the whiskey one to start with because you've actually got 4 pieces within there. They vary in size because it depends on the design that you've got on there. So with this particular piece, you can see you've got 4 of those panels there with your whiskey emblems on there. So good size pieces. Maybe you can make cushions with these or use them. You could literally just put those around a piece of MDF and hang them on your wall, couldn't you? Because they do look very authentic. Very effective, like those. So that one is your whiskey option. Next one is, I like this one. This is by the seaside, this one. You've got your photographs there. Again, you've got 4 of your pieces there. So again, you've got your postcards, and of course you've got all your fabulous happy smiley faces running out into the sea. Or they're running back from the sea. I can't decide. I think they're running back out the sea, yeah. Yeah, they're coming in with the tide. And then the next one that we've got is your coffee and cocoa. And again, iconic images there, as you can see. And again, 4 of those featuring. 4 of those pieces. So 4 on that particular one, 4 on the postcards. And then, of course, 4 with the whiskey for $9.99, or whichever you're choosing to go for. And again, sorry, Shana, make it a real right mess of that. 128109. Now, we've got some essentials for you on a pick and mix. And they're on the website. It's probably the easiest way for me to show you. Any 2 of those, you are going to be paying £16.98. That's phenomenal value. I mean, that works out at what, £8.50 each? That is crazy, isn't it?
I think I'm staying here tonight. I can't afford to go home.
You're going to be in trouble when you get home. Now, you can see there, all you need to do is click on that blue button there, and you can add single quantities. But if you want to go for repeats of the same one, then you can do. And I would hazard a guess that you're going to be going back in for more, because at prices like that, you really cannot afford to miss out on those. We've got queues on the phone lines as well, so apologies with regards to that. And just to let you know, we've got about 15 minutes left.
Oh, have we? Okay, so with the key fobs.
Lovely.
So you wanted to see the key fobs.
I did.
So it is one of those that we could get the sewing machine out.
Okay.
But it is for those people that, I'm a great believer that a lot of crafters that are scared of fabric.
Yes,
that want to have a little play with it, but how do we? And that's where the fuser web comes in.
Okay.
Because it is so, so good. It gets you used to using fabric, creating something quite special that you can use yourself, or if you're doing a fair for charity or something like that, you can use those elements. So I've got one of the chrome ones here.
Okay.
I've got the nautical squares, which I love, absolutely love. So what we're looking at here is the actual width of our key fob there. So what design we're going to get in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to trim this down a little bit. Okay, I'm going to trim it down to that red line. Okay, nice and simple. And then what we're going to do, we're going to literally fold this over, okay, like so. So we're going to get as much of the design in as possible. Probably cut a little bit more there, so I'm going to do it to the middle. Okay, and we're going to iron that.
Okay.
Again, because I lose my keys a lot, if I've got something on my keys that I can see them, I know where they are, then it will remind me. So this has to be a bit of personal benefit here, because I'm going to lose something.
Are you making accessories for you to have at home here, Joe?
Yeah, maybe
taking
actually.
Advantage of the hours?
Yeah, why not? So we're going to iron that in. So we've got a nice crease. As you know, Hayley, sewing, if you're using fabric, it's not really about the sewing, it's about the ironing.
Yeah, you need to press as you go.
If you've got it as you go, it really, really works better then as well. So I'm going to go down the bottom here, just going to look at my little size here. So we need to trim this even more. Okay, so we're going to trim that over. So we get a fold over there as well.
Lovely.
Okay, I'm going straight down the middle, just trying to get all the colours in there.
Wonderful.
I love that. I've got a little strip of fuse web.
Okay.
That we're going to literally bond onto here.
Wonderful.
Okay. What I'm going to do, keep it just away from the edge.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not right on the edge. Get my iron.
And away you go.
And away we go.
Now, guys, I'm going to give you a 5-minute warning. If you want to be in with the chance of winning one of Joe's buckets, we've got 5 buckets in total. We're going to draw 5 names out of the hat in the next few minutes. So place your order as soon as you possibly can. And you may well be winning the contents of one of those buckets. We've got 5 buckets to give away in each 5 of those one-day special shows. So you don't need to be a mathematician to know that there's 25 of those up for grabs. And you'll be getting all your goodies in one of Joe's tote bags. So, yeah. You've probably got about 3 minutes left now to get your orders in.
Right, so we're going to fold over our design. This is nice because I can actually match the design there, so you'll appreciate that one, Hayley. So I'm going to iron those in. So we've used no sewing. We're using our little fuser web there in a strip. So great for hemming the trousers.
Well, this is it, yeah.
Obviously, I'm a man that's not particularly very tall, so we need some hems in the trousers now and again. So this is great.
Sometimes, I mean, to go off and get these kind of jobs done, get trousers turned up, skirts turned up, things like that. It's quite a costly affair. And sometimes it can be that you need it done, but you need it done now, not when you can get down to the shop to get it fixed. So
no, definitely. I'm going to trim this a little bit because it is quite long. Okay, I'm trying to show all the design in there.
Okay.
So, that's our finished element. So we've got no rough edges. It's a nice finished element there.
Lovely.
Okay, on both sides. We're going to fold it over.
Okay.
We're going to get my key fob. Inside the key fob, very, very tricky to see on camera. There you
we'll give it a go. Our Holly likes a challenge.
Yeah, see those? See those little spikes inside?
Indeed, yeah.
I'll clean my nails, look, as well. So in those spikes, what we're going to do, we're going to push our fabric inside.
Okay.
And we're going to push the fabric on the spikes.
Oh, I see. Just be careful
just
with your fingers.
Very, very careful.
Reminds me of carpet gripper.
It is, yeah. They're not as sharp as carpet gripper. When you're walking up the stairs and you catch that.
I think we've all done that at some point, haven't we?
So we're literally just pushing the fabric on the spikes, and then folding the next one in, and we're pushing that on the spikes as well, just so it catches.
Okay.
So,
Lovely.
Like so. And then what I'm going to do now is get a little bit of calico, because we don't want to scratch the metal itself.
That's a good point.
We've got 2 options.
Okay.
So you get a pair of pliers.
Lovely.
Or a hammer.
Oh, gosh.
But it is quite late.
We call that a Birmingham screwdriver.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Well, I have a lot of Irish heritage, so we call it another name as well. So. So we've got my fabric. I'm making sure that they're on the hooks themselves. Okay. I'm just going to cover that over. Okay. Making sure it's all in there, because I don't want to scratch the actual metal itself.
Well,
it's a little bit fiddly.
That pristine look, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So then I'm going to push that in there, and we're literally going to fold it down. Okay, straight away you can see that.
Yeah.
Going to fold that end down as well. Really crimp it. Okay, and a little bit this side.
And it's worth just taking that few moments to do that, isn't it?
Yeah, because that's where your scratches and things like that as well. So making sure that's turned. And then instantly there you've got a lovely little key fob.
Brilliant.
Put your keys on. So I've got another one that I made earlier. So we've got a longer one, a shorter one, and then we've got our key element. Got our keys on there.
Isn't that brilliant?
So in my house, obviously, it's a rush.
Yeah,
You know, 2 kids and that. So for me,
instantly you can grab your keys and off you go. That is brilliant. I love
so
that idea.
So simple. The beauty is you've got the 3 options. So you've got the chrome option, which is on there. You're going to get the antique one, and then we've got the gunmetal there as well. So there's your gunmetal, and there's your antique. I'll turn it round.
That lovely, look at
There
that.
you go.
All being hung up there, nice and neat and tidy. And I like that, because if you did go for perhaps something like your calico, and you've got, well, it could be a pen that you're even writing what their keys to. If you wanted to. Yeah.
I mean, the key is, I can then embellish that.
I see what you did there. The key is.
I thought it was a bit late for those jokes, but we'll go for it anyway. We can embellish that now. So I do some printing on some calico.
Nice.
So I would get a sheet of my lovely calico here.
Oh, 1 minute warning, guys.
1 minute warning.
Yeah, get those orders in. We'll be calling those names out soon.
So you might have seen me do this before.
I
So
haven't,
it's
no.
a calico with fuser web,
Okay.
A4 cut, and I've ironed it together. And if we can do it very, very quickly.
Oh my goodness, you brought a printer with you.
I've got a little printer with me.
Okay.
It is a bit big and bulky, but it's the oldest one that they're giving me without me breaking anything.
I see.
So I've put some little words on a little on a sheet. I'm going to pop it in the printer and put this in as a piece of paper.
Oh, okay, right.
So make sure you know which side it's printing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pop that in there.
And this is a good point because when you've got a feed from underneath your machine, it's got to pass through and kind of come out as a U shape, hasn't it, when it goes through?
Okay, instantly there,
the moment of
printed some little words on here.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so I'm going to get my crimping scissors and then we're going to literally...
So this is the calico that we've got with the
fuser web.
With the fuser web on the back of it.
We cut it. Tomorrow I might do a little bit more with it.
Okay.
So we cut it as an A4 size, okay, and we iron it together. So instantly there, I've got some font on my fabric. I'm going to peel the backing off, he says. There we go. Okay. Always remember, if you're going to iron it on something, it is ink.
Yeah.
So we get a little bit of calico.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to centralise that. There. Okay. Like so. I'll pop that on there. We're going to iron it straight on. So we've all of a sudden made it a little bit more bespoke.
That's brilliant.
So if we didn't know there was keys going on there, we do now.
But this is nice because you could kind of make this kind of project for, I don't know, it could be a teacher or it could be, I don't know, Miss Jones's keys, or do you know what I mean? You could be dedicated to somebody because it's so easy to actually print on your fabric there.
And then instantly you've got your keys printed so quickly.
Go that.
You like that, eh?
I like that. Keep me amused for hours.
You get darts, couldn't you? You throw them on there. So. But it's such a simple idea. It shows you that you can use your fabrics without having to get a sewing machine out, have a bit of fun with it as well. And I think the mini pack gives you those elements that you can do.
I'm going to give you details of that in a few moments. But for the time being, let me give you the details of the Key Fob Kit, because you're going to get your 4 magnets. You're also going to be getting obviously the little metallic bit that crimps onto your fabric. You've also got your fuser web there as well. So of course it is brilliant, and it's all going to come to you in that fabulous tote bag. Talking of tote bags, it's time for us to do our a little kind of giveaway now.
It is, isn't it?
Now, do the drum roll. How are you with the drum roll?
I'm not very good.
That's as good as it gets. Now we're bringing those names in along the bottom of the screen. I don't know these names, so congratulations to Pauline Cox, well done, you've won one of these. Susan, you've got another one as well. Margaret Crooks, you've got hold of one there. Angela Phillips, you've got one, a 2 on its way to you. And our lovely Julie Elliott. So thank you.
Well
thank you. All the ladies, thank you for placing your orders.
Yeah, no, they're going to have so much fun. I think that's key, isn't it?
That's it,
really delve in there. So.
Now, if you weren't fortunate enough to win during this hour, then don't worry, Joe and Leonie will be doing it all again at 8 o'clock. So why not jump onto the website, perhaps choose some of those items. And these might be things that you choose to go for at 8 o'clock. So yeah, you can see we've got all your different fabulous elements there. We're just going to give you a quick recap of our one-day special. It's not got long left, we've only got about 4 minutes, and I think that will give us time to go through some of those favourites that you've been adding into your basket. So, kicking things off with flower power. This is beautiful.
It's beautiful, isn't it? And just the element of bringing all the colours in as well. So, you know, summer is here somewhere in amongst those rain clouds.
That's it. Keeps poking through, doesn't it?
So it just cheers you up, doesn't it? Just looking at it.
And I love that sketchy feel that you've got to this, and lots of different colours there that can be picked out.
Very much so.
One of which should be in that fabulous lime.
Yeah, the lime there. So it really tones in nice.
Beautiful. Then we've got the bubble gum, which actually goes with the backdrop. And the lemon sherbet works well too. Naturally, you can see that gorgeous bonbon with that pink print. And of course, if you're not going for that particular one, these work beautifully just together, as you can see
I think like we said about bunting.
Yes,
I think we'll do some bunting with these, and we'll use some of the bonded interlining tomorrow, maybe actually later.
Oh,
yeah, why not?
Mixing it up, yeah, you'll like that. And then you've got your bird houses. Now these are fabulous because you've got your large prints on here, and you can be actually cutting these out and using them as a plique. So you've got your lilac.
Yep.
And then you've got your red with these.
Yeah, I think the vibrance that.
Lovely.
Just
I mean,
bringing
the
in that,
quality
isn't
of
it?
these, phenomenal.
We put the bubble gum in there.
Yes, yeah.
It just pulls out that colour, doesn't it?
Just beautiful. Then we're going to look at the nautical, and this is the one that we saw Joe working with just a few moments ago. So you've got your nautical squares there with all your different icons on there. Nice easy one for you to cut, as we saw Joe doing, so following those lines earlier on. And then we get on to the dots, and we've got 3 different options with regards to your dots. Again, Joe worked with this one, just using 4 of those from the red and blue. And these are your picnic spots. So picnic spots, red and blue. Then your next one is your pink and taupe, or taupe.
Taupe.
Are you a taupe or a taupe?
I'm a taupe.
Yeah, I'm a taupe.
Yeah, I'm a taupe. Yeah. At the Millshop, we're divided.
Oh, really?
Yeah, very much so.
It's like that whole scone and scone thing going on,
yeah,
isn't it?
Scone.
Yeah.
There we go.
Scone. I think I'm. Oh, I don't know. Am I
You're not sure now, are you?
Oh, it depends on me, probably. And then finally, you've got this one, which I think is very retro, and this one is your red and green there. Do like that. So again, all of those being your options with your one-day special, the details on your screen. But very quickly, we're going to tell you about those panels because you've been loving these.
Yeah.
Incredibly busy for them. You've got your whiskey. 20% of the stock has gone of those. Lots of you taking advantage, and lots of you taking advantage in your multiples as well. That's the key thing. Next one, we've got a little bit of fun with the postcards.
Yeah, the wish you were here. I love it. I absolutely love it. I think it's just got that, again, that smile, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. And I love the idea of the postcards, perhaps using it as a notice board or something like that, pinboard, like that one. And then these ones, iconic images. I always remember Mrs. Morgan, my mum's next door neighbour, she always had a bottle of camp coffee on her kitchen table, yeah.
You can still buy it.
Can you?
Yeah, you can.
There you go.
In many leading supermarkets.
Obviously. So, yeah, which of those are you going to go for? Or are you a bit like me, you'd be tempted to go for all 3? Well, you can do. They're on the same item number, so no additional post and packing. And you can see there, you've got your introductory price there, where you are saving £14. You've got Pick and Mix at the bottom of the screen, so you're going to get all 3 of those for £14.97. And, of course, we've got them behind us. But then you've got your essentials, your Pick and Mix essentials. We'll give you a little kind of general talk around these, because I know time is ticking away. We've only got a minute with regards to these. I can personally recommend the Interline. It's so fabulous to work with.
It is nice,
so
yeah.
Soft.
It's the weight, isn't it?
Yeah,
yeah. It is good.
And I must admit, when I first started using it, I was thinking, well, I'm used to working something that's quite lofty, so am I really going to get the effect from that thin? And it's lovely because it's lovely to sew with, but you don't lose any of that kind of heat with it.
I think because of that as well, you can use it for the smaller projects.
You can do. So, of course, you've got that one. You've got your other one here, which is kind of a little more loftier.
It is a bit loftier because it is pre-shrunk, so it has been washed. Again, it is 100% cotton still, so it has that lovely feel to it as well.
That's it. And if you are looking at your wadding and you want something that's not a natural fibre, then this is definitely the one to go for. In addition, with that Pick and Mix, you've got things like your calico in there. You've got your I forgot what it is, bonded. There you go.
Bonded interlining.
And you've also got your fuser web. You've got your fabulous table runner, and you've got your cushions and your stuff in too as well. It's too much. But we'll squeeze it all in. Joe's going to be back at 8 o'clock, and I will see you in a few minutes.